This is Boarding Party's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Ben as
Bentley Woods,
Tia as
Phoebe Wilhelm,
Joel as
Milo Reuter,
and Jordan as
CJ.
I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Laris region. Tonight, our heroes continue through the woods, and it seems they're far from home indeed. Or should we say, they're closer to Hoenn. Walking in the woodses.
I feel pretty refreshed.
Did you do like a power nap?
You okay?
That we didn't know about?
No, I'm just after this, waking up, seeing that Rapidash, enjoying life, and moving on to town.
Yeah, you guys did get to sleep all night, so it's
I haven't gotten to do that, I think,
true.
since we started.
We did.
pretty legit. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank him for that. He could have got us all
let's,
killed.
Let's move on.
It's the greatest gift of all. A good night's rest.
So are we just headed in this general direction?
Yeah, Ghost Butler. That way?
Yeah,
Cool.
that's the way.
Never get used to that. So creepy. Ugh.
Yep, that way.
Okay. Just walk, but if this ghost is with us, the opposite side of CJ that is.
As
Okay.
far as possible.
Yeah, like...
Bentley's gonna send out Manny. Hey, bud. I just want to thank you for being my guard when the ghost showed up, and it scared me pretty bad a little bit ago. CJ played a prank on me. I'm wondering if you could maybe just keep an eye out and walk in front of me and keep me safe.
Man, he seems uncomfortable with the display of emotion, so he punches you in the leg and
I,
then runs a little
I
bit.
go down right when he's about to punch me, and I do a fist bump. I
He
intercept the
He goes
punch.
to punch you, and you intercept it, and he goes... he runs off it.
Yes,
He's like, ah!
it is now a dap. It is
He's-
no longer a punch
He's
in
like,
the leg.
since when is dead fast enough? He's never done that before.
That was easy to anticipate. He had a long pause at the end of that.
Yeah, he scampers off.
And I'll send out a little baby Skarmory too to go with him.
Yeah, she'll chase after him.
Nice.
She stumbles a little bit on the uneven terrain, but she doesn't seem to care. Like most children, if you don't acknowledge when she falls, she's fine.
Sweet.
So is the forest like really thick?
The fivest.
The
It is
fivest.
a fivest.
Okay.
It is quite thick. There's lots of roots and vines and such all over the floor too, so it's not a particularly easy route to traverse. So it's not so much the distance that you have to travel that's going to take you so long. It's not falling over.
So CJ, you said that this thing is gonna lead us to town, but you also said it does whatever you tell it to do.
Yep.
Do we want to have a powwow about that? Maybe explore what that could mean for us and it?
It means that we have a Ghost Butler.
I'm not denying
Yes.
that, but like, what can it? Could it even like go and get things for us? Would it be able to pick up objects?
What do you want it to pick up?
Well, the thing that I keep coming back to is we could send it to Alluvia and to Xavier. He could presumably meet up with the Mischievous, and then we could get that file, maybe? But if it can't move the file anywhere, then that's a stupid suggestion. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Xavier was already pretty heavy set on not giving that to us in the first place. Like, we asked for it and tried to look in it, and he straight up said no.
Yeah, but it's of us. I
Yeah.
feel like we have a right to know what's in it.
Oh, and I want to know what's in it, but if we send one ghost into one crazy man's lair who has even stronger, more aware ghosts, that seems like a rough mission.
Hey,
That's-
buddy.
Yes,
Do you want a name? I'm going to give you a name.
absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to call you Desmond from now on.
Fantastic.
Cool. Sometimes Des, probably.
That works.
Okay. Can you pick stuff up?
It hurts my ears kind of.
I can't.
No?
No.
I really
Do
don't
you
like
just
when he
like
does
pass
this.
through stuff? And
Yeah. Have a go, Hans.
Like, true. Yeah.
Can't do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't
No,
pick
he
that
can't.
up.
He can't do that.
He kind of flies over to Bentley and he goes to his bag. He's like, yeah, see what? Like, if I try to lift the bag,
Oh,
Nothing happened.
that's cold.
Yeah,
I don't like
won't-
that.
I won't do that.
I
No, yeah.
don't like. Why would? What did you tell him to do that?
No, he was just showing me how
Stop
he
telling
can't...
it to mess with me,
I
CJ.
didn't that time. He was just showing me how he can't pick stuff up and instead just goes through things.
All right, fair enough. Well, that's a moot point now, anyway. But
Yeah.
He
I
seems
named
very
him. I
tense.
named him too. Yeah, he is. He doesn't. He's kind of scaredy cat.
Yeah, he says it like right behind your ear.
I gave him a name. His name's Desmond.
all we heard was.
Well, you can call him
sure.
that too if you want.
He's like, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he might understand you.
Yeah.
Y'all have my squad out as well, and I'm curious how Howl reacts to this ghosty presence.
He has kept himself right by your feet, in between the two of you.
Fair deal. Pet him on the head.
I want to walk.
He's
like,
sort of picking up your discomfort.
Okay.
And he's like, I got you, bro.
Thanks.
Ain't no
boy.
beach ball coming close to you.
I want to
Pop
walk
it.
in the back with like Evie and Sudowoodo, presumably,
Okay.
and just like hang back with them and go super slow since I don't want to be anywhere near the ghost leading the way, and also presumably it's very slow going. But
Yeah. It's pretty slow.
so
But Sudowoodo's able to just literally trudge through the vines and they'll just like snap and break.
oh,
'Cause he's-
perfect. I'll just
he-
follow behind
he
Sudowoodo.
fit-
So Evie, how many contests did you end up doing before the whole barn thing? Was it a lot? Like more than 10?
She looks at you and just goes, like head full sideways. She's like, "Hmm?"
The contest where you got the ribbon and you do your star swift move. Did you do that a lot?
She looks at Sudowoodo. Wood. Wood. Wood.
That's a yes.
Wood.
Oh, all right. Well,
And he holds up just a gnarled branch and he's like, wood.
yeah, agreed. If you want to lead the way, you're doing a good job stomping down the vines. It's easier to walk in your wake.
He pulls out the stick. And... He's very careful to blow the smoke away from you, but he does hold out the stick to you.
How
That's
polite.
appreciated.
Oh, holds it out to you.
No, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but no.
Wood. And he starts walking like a little faster, but not much. It's kind of like the Ents. He's doing everything very slowly and methodically.
It's fine. I can stay slow in his wake. Can I do like a general perception check to see what's around us?
Yeah,
in the-
generally perceived.
in the thick of it.
In the thick of the 5est.
14.
14. Yeah, looking around, there's not like a whole lot going on. It seems as though most of the wildlife, as it were, that's hanging out in this area is noticeably avoiding you, like as a group. They're not accustomed to seeing this large a group of non-Pokemon just walking through their territory, and they're like, "What?
Fair enough.
What is this?"
Fair enough.
Hal, keep your nose open. See if you smell anything.
Smells.
It's super interesting.
Do you want to have him? Do you want to make a smelling check?
Interesting.
Smell check.
Like this.
Oh.
Perception.
Yeah,
Based
perception
on his
smells.
nose,
He used to do twice because he's a dog.
Oh, snap.
Advantage.
14.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just make every roll 14.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
I
what
like
we did
it.
with the hooves.
Yeah,
last time.
consistency.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Yeah, he does a little bit of sniffing, but he seems to have like always one eye on the ghost ball
Respect.
as he's walking all about. But he does seem to have caught some kind of scent. He's like,
intrigues you.
Yeah, and he kind of like walks in between your legs a couple times. He's like, "Where is it? Where's that smell? There's something smells."
If you smell something you want to investigate, Hal, I'll follow you.
Yeah, he'll. You guys walk for probably like a couple minutes, and he starts going like back and forth on the path that you're walking on. Then he walks up to a nearby tree and he kind of puts his paws on there. He kind of like just starts trying to climb it, but he's like, I can't do that. But thumbs up there.
Hal seems to smell something up here. Maybe it's like a cool berry or something. Should we check it out? Get some more food.
Seems like a good idea
Yeah.
to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Who
I'm in.
do we have who can climb?
Pontiki.
No,
Monty,
no.
just fly up there. See,
Okay.
see what you see.
Okay, you send Monty up.
Yeah.
Montgomery. Roll me a check.
Super luck.
Super.
Ooh, okay.
Not a lot better, but a 10.
A 10. Are you perceiving or investigating?
He'll perceive.
Okay. Monty will fly up and he's like, he kind of circles a couple times, comes back down to, kind of gives Howl like a weird look.
Huh. Does it smell like food up there, Hal?
Howl he's like staring up at the tree. He looks like he's trying to see something.
It's not food? Do you think it's a Pokemon?
And he kind of just like paces around in a circle.
You can ask Wadsworth if he senses anything up there.
Yeah, he'll guac his way over to the tree.
Do you sense anything up there, like a Pokemon, or are we looking at potentially a food bounty?
Make an intelligence check for Wadsworth.
Mind meld.
14.
14. He
Good work, Joel.
Thank
he,
you.
he
Keep it
kind
rolling.
of he kind of takes a second to think and just guac, and then he joins Howl in the circle of the tree and kind of stare. What the heck?
Well, now we have to know.
Should we maybe like send like an attack up into the tree?
Well, I don't know. We don't know what it is.
I could send Desmond.
You could. Or I could give you a boost and you could climb the tree.
I mean, I'm fine with that too.
Your call.
Both options are great.
Definitely. I would say send Desmond first, just in case it's like a horde of Beedrill or something, and you get stung all over the place. That would not be good.
Yeah, that would suck, but would also be amazing because Beedrill, cool.
All right, live your best life,
okay.
CJ.
What do you guys think? Phoebes?
I mean, I could maybe send Sage, but it's the same situation. We don't know what's up there.
Wadsworth, does it seem like
You know?
something dangerous up there?
Just goes guac,
I mean, okay.
guac.
Seems all right.
Hey,
right?
Desmond, give my hand. Anybody want to give me a boost?
You got it. Here.
Make a boosted athletics.
Boosted athletics.
Yep. So you can both roll, or
I
one
like
of you
it.
can roll with advantage.
I rolled an 18.
Wow,
That's pretty good.
for you. I did too.
Perfect sync. You're like 3, 2, 1, hoist, and
What
you
does
just
this
fling
mean?
him. And CJ just goes soaring up the tree, like,
Wow.
sick, I'm back,
This is awesome.
wild boy. How far up the tree?
Don't
go?
ever forget your
What do you
roots.
see up there?
I'm going to go up the tree.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably like 20, 30 feet high.
Cool.
You just sick. Here
What's
we go.
up there?
It's a bigger tree than I thought it was. But
You want to take a look-see doodle?
yeah,
Anything cool?
It's different than a burial danceroo. This is a tree look-see doodle.
this is a look-see doodle. Is that just perception?
Yeah.
That is an 11.
Oh,
nope,
okay.
Nope, 12.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you do see several very bizarre-looking, like almost like acorns, kind of hanging in this tree.
Looks like a bunch of, I don't know, like nut acorn things.
What?
Look.
Is it like food?
Oh, I guess I'll look. I'm gonna grab one.
Okay. Yeah. When you go to grab it, it kind of spins around. It's got 2 eyes and 2 little feet. It just
Hello.
goes.
Oh, hello. What you doing?
And you can see 2 other ones kind of like spin down and go.
No, definitely not food.
As in, like, they're Pokemon?
Yeah, unless they're nuts that have feet and eyes and can make a noise.
Are you okay up there?
Yeah, I'm good. They don't seem like they're gonna do anything.
Watch as one of them kind of starts swinging back and forth. He goes,
Never mind. They're doing something.
Oh.
see! And he kind of comes flying out of the tree. Phoebe, if you'd be oh so kind as to make a dexterity saving throw.
Great.
Look out! Here he comes.
6.
Okay. Yeah, you see this like big bowling ball sized seed just come shooting out of the tree, just going, see! And he comes and he lands like right next to you, and you kind of dive out of the way, and you just
I did dive.
a whole bunch of like sand and mud comes flying all over your face though.
You all right, Phoebe?
What was that?
As the little thing just lands in the mud next to you, just goes,
What's
that's
that
all
about?
Something's down here now. I
It's
don't.
those are what are up here.
Look at that. I've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
I don't know what this is.
How many of them are there, CJ?
That one, and then there's a couple other ones.
Hello, dude.
another one up at the tree, just. Look out! Milo, you'd be so kind just to make a dexterity saving throw.
10.
10? Yeah, you are knowing that something is coming. You're like, okay, and you just take a step back, and it just goes, see, and just lands in the mud next to
They're
you.
like trying to hit me in the head.
And they just kind of start doing this little like tap dance maneuver, and just stepping on both their feet.
What's up, little dudes? How do you get back up now? Or maybe they don't.
I can't imagine how they would. They've got no arms.
Maybe
They
they're,
seem
like,
to be like
growing.
looking up in the tree, and they go, dude.
Are you trying to go back up there?
And CJ up in the tree, you see the last of the one that you can see just see comes flying down. Bentley, dexterity saving throw.
one!
9.
9? Okay. Again, knowing that something is coming, you're like, okay, get ready to dodge. Here we go. And you kind of trip over your feet, and you're like, oh jeez, and you kind of land on your bum in the mud, but you don't get hit in the face by the seed.
Dang.
And as all three of them land, they just go, "Ew."
Look at these little. They're trying to hit us in the head. Are there any more, CJ?
I'll look. Any more?
Not that you can see.
Yeah.
But the three on the ground kind of start looking around. And they kind of just take off in 3 different directions. Relatively slowly, but start waddling
So
away.
bizarre. Have you ever seen one of these, Bentley?
I think they're like sea dots is what they're called, but I don't know why they would just leap out of the tree to try and hit us. That
I've
was
never even
not
heard of that
cool.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You guys can see one of them just kind of nestles into the mud and just.
So you know, like grow now.
I don't know. I figured maybe they were growing up in the tree, and then they were like, "Well, we're grown now," and
Should I come down?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
probably.
Yes.
can you get down safely? Do you need help?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Is Howl sniffing them or Psyduck since they were?
Howl's like, what? What is that?
But they've kind of left the tree alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, okay, that's weird. And Wadsworth's just staring at you like this. He's like, how do I explain that? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
I would attempt to water it, but I've already waterboarded a sunkern, and I don't want to do that again.
Keep water.
I
mean,
ruined that
never-
sunkern's life.
I mean,
Never forget.
I also have to assume that
Never forget.
in this area that people usually never are, that these things know what to do on their own and don't really
Yeah.
take much assistance.
I'm gonna ask one. C-Dot, do you want some water?
So it goes, "It," and just keeps going on its little journey and starts shuffling its feet into the mud and just gets lower and lower until it's just the little acorn head sticking out.
They've planted themselves.
Do they grow into pseudo-udos?
Just goes,
What a preposterous thing.
He's insulted by
he's
that.
like, he points his pipe and goes,
And I wonder what they do. It's intriguing.
Squirtle, do you want to squirt some water
No.
into the area next to them and see if maybe they want to go that way?
squirt! And just goes running over to the last seed. He just goes and just stares at his water's going down his back. Dude, and just carries on this little journey.
Didn't seem to like or hate that, but that
Yeah.
was weird. Thanks, Squirtle.
I'm kind of
Come back.
curious. Now I want to look around to see if there's any other doots that have planted themselves and perhaps have
Like a-
begun to grow.
Make an investigation
Oh.
check of the area,
A growing doot.
and it will be a little easier because you know exactly what you're looking for.
13.
13. Aw,
Close to
If
14.
you had a 14, you would have gotten so much more.
Shame, for shame.
Yeah, if you look around the area, like underneath most of the trees, there's like a little smattering of little doots growing out of the ground.
There's a bunch of them, these little doots.
It's weird we didn't notice them before, but yeah, I see them now. It's strange. They just plant themselves.
Yeah, I wonder if they're like hibernating or something.
Yeah, maybe they know something we don't, like winter's coming.
Yeah, because I mean, I've never known of a Pokemon that like grows in that sense.
Yeah. I've never come across this.
If you hadn't already planted your berry seed, I would say you should plant one of these in the
Planted-
incubator. See what
Planted
happens.
doot.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder how many people come around here, because it seems like most things are avoiding us, but we're definitely in the thick of it.
I don't know if that was like defensive maneuvers or what was going on there, but yeah, it's weird because that everything else seems to. I haven't seen any other Pokemon. Have you? That was kind of it.
Not
It
really.
seems like
No.
most things are either avoiding us or it's just not very populated here.
Yeah, or they're just not used to seeing people, and maybe that's why. Maybe someone told Doduo and the Farfetch that we were, and that's why they came to us.
Maybe. CJ,
Yeah,
are
that
you
could be
okay
a
to
thing.
climb down?
Yeah, are you still in the tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still very much in the tree.
Okay.
I'm looking around to other trees and seeing if this is like a freestanding tree or if there's other trees next
There's
to it that
there's
I
some
could,
trees that are
connect to.
pretty close. You could maybe brave a branch to get to a nearby
Well,
tree.
Yeah, I'm doing
He's
that
gonna
as
find
they're
a
having this
treehouse.
conversation.
Okay. You look. Make a dexterity check or acrobatics if you have a bonus to it.
Be careful up there.
Be careful up there.
Mind the
14.
14.
14.
Perfect. The exact number I wanted. Amazing. Yeah, you're able to bridge the gap between the two nearest trees.
Nice.
You're like, sick. I made it.
Is this tree bigger than the other trees? Is it smaller?
They're approximately the same like width, but height-wise, it's a little bit smaller.
Anything new going on in this tree?
Good. Take a look.
Hop from tree to tree, like anything here? No? Okay.
14.
Is it a 14?
Guys, it's a 14.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Yes. Oh, I weighted all of your dice to be perfectly average. Yes, it worked. Okay. Yeah, as you're looking around, you hear this like very deep and hearty yawn. Just.
Me too, man. Me too.
And there's, as you kind of look around, you're like, what the heck?
You're well rested. What are you talking about?
And there's just this very long little furry body kind of laying in the tree. It's got real long arms.
Hmm.
It's just.
Oh. I'm going to go over to him and boop him on the face.
Dude 'em.
I'm going to boop him a little bit harder. Right in the forehead.
Like, after a couple boops, he kind of goes.
Did that hurt you? Hello. Wow. There's another Pokemon up here.
More dudes?
No.
What is it?
Yeah.
It sleeps a lot. Like it's just sleeping.
Okay.
It's
That's not a description.
well,
Only one I know
It's a
like
description
that
of
is
what it's
Snorlax,
doing.
but I don't think
Yeah,
it's in the tree.
That would be a really strong tree.
On a very precarious branch.
Yeah.
oh, he's waking up.
What is it,
Yeah,
CJ?
wait,
What
I don't
is-
know.
Describe it.
What
I've
does it
never
look
seen
like?
it before.
Wait, describe it.
I don't know. It's got arms and it's fuzzy.
That narrows it down to 138 different Pokemon.
I don't know what you want from me right now.
The thing just
calm
very
down.
slowly starts like hooking its claws into the tree and just.
He appears to be coming down. So you'll see him. You'll see him.
It's his only move. It's all he can do.
I'm gonna.
Just very slowly, just
Is it climbing down or up?
down.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna follow him, trying to use the same strategy that he used.
Okay. Make a
Well,
make
like a
an
sloth.
athletics check coming down.
Mm,
14?
It's 14.
yes. Yes.
14! I waited his dice.
Three 14s in a row.
Beautiful.
I
That's
told
ridiculous.
you before
What are
we
the chances
started.
of that? Different bonuses, but it's all to 14.
Maybe eater of sweets.
wild.
It can't be anything but 14 anymore.
It's wild.
It's because you didn't answer my question when
Session
you got
14-5.
here. You didn't answer
I
it,
didn't
and now
know.
you're cursed
didn't know.
to roll 14s forever.
I'm not that mad at it.
Which eventually that'll be enough. But as you're climbing down the tree, your hand kind of slips a little bit, and you just you start falling. He's plummeting down. Folks on the ground, you have a reaction.
Can we see him falling?
Oh yeah.
Are we close enough to do anything about it?
Sage, use grassy terrain quickly.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yep. Sage begins to grow some
Just
grass.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sage begins growing grass.
Pad the fall. That was my thought.
It just a little bit of grass shows up. He's like, Oddish.
That's
Oddish. As this,
Yeah.
right as he just goes, ah! Thunk. Just kind of hits the ground. He's like,
Oddish takes so much abuse.
Did he land on Oddish?
no.
No, I think
that
that
was
was
just me.
okay.
That was CJ
Okay.
just hit the
Oh.
ground.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sage is just chilling.
You all right, CJ?
Thanks for the help, guys. That was good. That's good. And you guys can finally see the little furry body just.
You hurt our friend.
No. That's just me. As he's dismounting, he kind of like puts a little furry foot on your face and you kind of like force it down.
Thanks.
well.
He's like,
I'm not buying this. You're a very sleepy dude.
Just moving to a different tree?
just starts walking and then just kind of falls flat on his belly. Just begins crawling his way
Wow.
towards the
Well-
next tree.
Are we like in the midst of the Great Migration or something? What's going on? Why is everything moving, going different places?
Oh, maybe just mixing it up. You got 100 trees.
Maybe since I entered their domain.
Punched it in the face.
Just scaring everything
Did you
away?
punch it?
I didn't punch it. I did kind of poke it. The seed things, I didn't do anything to them.
You weren't punching those.
They
down?
just decided to try and kill you. I don't know what that was about.
Is it obvious which tree it's going to?
Kinda. This thing moves slowly and methodically enough. You're like, oh, he's probably going to that one.
I'll kind of like
Like a nearby.
kneel down by him, like, hey, are you trying to get to that tree?
He just continues moving.
Well, good luck on your journey.
And then about 3 feet away from you, he turns to the side and goes, and just resumes his journey.
This forest has all sorts of Pokemon I've never seen before.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
It's super weird. Do you want to ask the ghost guy if he knows why they're all moving places? Is it because of us?
It does. Why are they all moving?
He emerges from your hands and goes, what's up, boss?
Do you see these Pokemon?
Oh, yeah.
You know what they're doing?
No, he looks like he's going over there.
Yeah, that's yep.
That's about what I got for you.
All right. No.
Very helpful. All right. Well, continue onward, I guess.
Let's do it. Let's keep going, Des.
All right.
At the very least, it doesn't seem like anything in this forest so far, knock on wood, is harmful.
Knock on Suru.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aside from the sea dots trying to brain us, but
The other thing that's nice too is if there were legitimate threats and it was a common thing, they'd probably be spooked by us or you poking it in the face or what have you. But
Didn't
everything
Yeah.
seems
Fair.
pretty chill.
That's. I feel like that's fair.
what kind of trees and bushes are around us? Like
The
are they
trees-
thorny bushes or are they
The trees are closer to like a pine.
like okay?
Pine tree.
Mm-hmm.
The brushes nearby you are preposterously thorny and difficult to get into. Like obnoxiously so.
Okay.
Ideal for small mammals.
Yeah, I was
avoid
gonna
predators.
say, like, are there any like tunnels or holes? Yeah, for the
Shia LaBeouf.
layperson, holes like leading into or under those bushes. Seems like it would be very
You
good
may-
place to hide out if you were trying to hide from predators.
You may certainly make an investigation check if you'd like.
Oh, I shall indeed. With a 15, one up
Combo
So close.
Okay.
So close.
Yeah, there are a few small burrows, but none that seem like they would be large enough to fit a Pokemon species that you might be familiar with. They're small. Small hole.
it. Okay.
Well, let's make some ground.
Yes.
I'm
Let's
gonna
get to
kinda
this.
Jump ahead a little
Town.
bit.
Okay.
And Hal, see if you can find a stick we can play with.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
he'll-
like, where are you going?
He'll walk off for a bit.
Makes
and
sense.
He'll return with a suitable stick for fetching.
Are you ready?
He's like, yeah!
I'll
Aye, aye, Captain.
Run like 5 steps.
He does the
and
thing where he's like hopping back forward. He's like, dot, 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 dot.
I'll run like 5 paces and just chuck it in the direction we're going.
Wing it. Make that strike check, boy.
Yeah. Better be 14.
It's gonna hit immediately into a tree.
Better be a 14.
I don't have that high of a modifier. It's a 6
Gotcha.
with a
Yeah.
+9.
You're kind of like, "Yoink!" And the stick goes a little ways up, but Howl's like too quick. He just runs and catches it. He's like,
You're so good at this.
he just has it and he just sits and like waits for you to catch up, and then he drops it. He's like, yeah.
Smart boy.
He's like, I'm not running back to you. I'm not covering this ground twice.
Smart boy. I'll keep doing that while
like,
the
that'd be
group's
Okay.
walking as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna think back to the previous encounter with Sudowoodo and hand him Squirtle to hang on to and see how he reacts.
Okay. He's kind of got like Eevee perched up on a branch,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "More welcome.
I'll just
Give me the baby." Yes. He's got like a little gnarled knot in the wood, and he just kind of goes like,
nice.
"Squirt, squirt."
Like that little spot there,
It's like a
Squirtle.
little bit too short. So he's like pulling himself up to see. Squirt.
All right, I'll let him lead the way with Squirtle in tow.
I'm gonna try to add Pontiki.
Okay. He's like, "More all welcome."
Okay. As long as he's cool with it.
Yeah. He'll
Alright.
put Pontiki on his other shoulder. She's just
Is she enjoying it or no?
She's
This
like-
is like uncomfortable.
danger, danger.
Okay, but what if I'm walking like right next to Sudowoodo?
She's
Close vicinity.
still uncomfortable, but noticeably less so if
Okay.
you are nearby.
Cool. I'll be close.
Sudowoodo will happily oblige and carry the babies.
All right, I'll walk behind Sudowoodo with Manny
Okay.
next to me.
Yeah, Manny's like, baby pile. Baby pile. And he just jumps on Sudowoodo's leg and just gets.
Do you want a hand, Manny?
He's like, no. No. He's just on there, and Sudowoodo's like, more are welcome. Just keeps trudging along. Manny's just
hanging onto his
getting
leg.
hoisted by the leg.
Okay.
Is Dez still leading us?
Do you guys not like him? Seems like you don't like him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little weirded out.
That's it's just strange. And hearing you speak a different language is strange.
Yeah.
Not being able to understand him like you is strange. It's just strange.
But you're okay with it.
I'm not sure.
You also just used him to scare me, so what incentive do I have to like him?
Well, I mean, it wasn't his fault. That was my fault. That was just me being me.
Yeah, it's just odd.
Freaking god.
It's hard
Yeah.
to digest.
Yeah. I've never experienced anything like this before. It's weird.
Yeah, no, that's true. I haven't either.
Our past ghostly encounters
We're bad.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm hyped about
Right.
this, because he seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
trying to
mean,
think of things that we
You
could
can talk to him.
tell
we
it to
can't.
do to
True.
continue to
We don't know he's
test
cool.
it, but I really don't like when he does the voice. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's really
I get
weird.
chills.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good.
Makes me feel powerful.
Well, that's what's
I
important.
mean,
I don't even know that I'm doing it, but you guys are like, oh, he's creepy. I'm like, "Oh, that's neat."
Odd.
CJ, can you try something for me?
Go get the stick, Hal. Run off in that direction.
Okay.
I was wondering, since you've been around Manny his whole life, but the shadow, I don't know that it's ever reacted to the thing, the mark, before, like the ghost did.
Mhm.
Do you maybe want to see what happens if you aim that toward the shadow?
You want me to like just go touch Manny's shadow?
Well, maybe not touch it, but like the palm thing you were doing, where it just like stopped in its tracks. It's just weird that it impacts one ghost and not another, presumably.
Fine with me.
All right, Shadow. I don't know what this does or if it will even affect you at all, but just be wary, and I want to try something, if that's all right.
Yeah, the shadow's just currently resting dormant with Manny.
Okay.
So it's like, sure. You see the shadow kind of just go,
Just thinking like aim it at him, see what happens.
I'll do that.
okay. CJ and Shadow need to make a contested roll. CJ, if you would be so kind as to roll an intelligence check,
Oh, fuck.
not using your modifier.
Okay.
And Bentley, if you would be so kind as to roll one as well, and I will let you know what the Shadow's modifier is afterwards.
Nat 20 from the Shadow.
You say not using my modifier?
Yeah, what, like
Just straight roll?
Yeah.
It's a 10.
10? Okay. Yeah, you kind of hold your hand out and you're like, all right, same as before, no problem. And you watch as Manny's kind of like giggling, riding on Sudowoodo, the shadow just stays in place on the ground. And you can see there's this little thin tether between the two of them. And the further away it gets, the shadow starts to get like less and less corporeal. It's just
All right, that's enough,
and then it
CJ.
snaps through and just pops right back to Manny as you're holding your hand out. But it's still like struggling to stay on there.
Maybe don't do that again.
Yeah, that was weird.
So I guess it just controls all ghosts.
I guess it can.
I don't know if I like that. I'm sorry, Shadow.
He's just
You're
like,
right.
Can I understand it?
The shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's whispering something to Manny, but you catch just glimpses. It's like something to the effect of that was too close.
Mm.
And then Manny kind of like gibbers to himself.
You don't think he liked that at all?
No, it didn't look good, so definitely keep your hands to yourself.
Your idea, man.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to do that.
Yeah,
I was just
it
curious.
was.
Well, I was never gonna do that in the first place, so.
Well, if you even open your hand towards it, that's a bad thing. That might not be something that you're in full control of. I don't know.
Yep.
It's weird.
I'm oftentimes not in control of my own hands.
Well, if you're just walking around and not, I don't know.
Woohoo! Great job. Go get it again.
He's like, yeah, let's go! And catches it again.
Yikes.
Hal's having a great time. Hal's like, camping trip!
Me too.
Did that little exchange have any effect on Desmond.
As he's watching, he's like, ooh. Yikes. Yeah, no, it hurts. First couple times. I wish I could say you get used to it. And the shadow's like, just wheezing.
Milo, you seem like you're in very good spirits.
What are you guys doing? I'm just heading to town, playing fetch with my
I mean,
Houndor.
yeah.
Getting yelled at Bentley.
Sounds...
We did a experiment and it.
It was his idea. It went poorly, and then he yelled at me. It was fun.
Put my hands on my hips and go, on brand.
I'll just crawl into one of those holes.
This Fivist is really neat, guys.
Yeah, I'm just excited to get to town, and this forest is actually pretty cool.
Can you ask Desmond how much further it's gonna be?
Yep. Hey, bud. How long is it gonna take a while to get to Nutri?
I mean, if we pick up the pace a bit, you can make it before maybe like nightfall tomorrow.
Okay.
You got another night in the woods, if that's what you're asking.
Fair enough.
Uh-oh.
Hey. So, it's gonna be a while.
What's a while?
Like tomorrow. We'll probably get there at some point. Maybe. If we go quickly.
So
All
let's,
right.
let's hustle.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd rather continue taking it slow and then find a good place to camp.
So then probably like 2 days.
I'll be over here. I'll
It's
make
pretty
no
cool in
more
here.
suggestions.
I'm down to take our time. I like it in here. It's
I don't
kind
have
of
a
cool.
problem with it.
I've seen a lot more Pokemon in here that I've never seen before.
I feel more comfortable here than I have anywhere else.
Yeah, in the
I mean,
last
that
like
makes sense.
3 towns, it's been safer out in the wilds.
Yeah. I'm just always paranoid now. So, I don't know. I always feel like we need to be on the move.
I understand.
So, yeah.
So, what do you guys think? You guys are we gonna try to book it and make it there tomorrow, or?
I'm gonna just keep rolling.
Okay, cool, good idea, Bentley. Let's do it.
It's good stuff.
Wadsworth, are you familiar with the Source Stones?
Make a history check for Wadsworth.
Oh boy,
Does he remember?
does he remember? I rolled a 14, but it's a 17.
Oh!
It counts.
Yeah, but the DC for everything today is 14.
Oh, okay.
So you did it.
Sweet.
DC 14 day.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Yeah, no, he has no idea. No, he is cognizant of the concept in that he has heard you guys discuss them.
Gotcha. Let me know if you sense or feel anything that might be reminiscent of that, like Pokemon with weird abilities or stronger than normal, or just a feeling of power in a general direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Power!
Yes, suddenly a Pokemon that is stronger than normal with weird abilities and an incredible sense of power emerges.
Oh, whoa.
Hell
woods.
yeah.
That was quick.
On the nose.
Immediately. Yeah,
Called it.
that was good.
Dang.
No, but instead what you do see is a small blue bird
Oh,
up in a tree.
hey. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen that bird before.
It's pretty cool looking, Milo.
Yeah.
Could it deliver mail?
I don't know. Hi, friend. I'm gonna have Monty hey, fly in a circle and then land on my glove. See if it'll learn and come land on my glove.
And it sees Monty fly up and it goes and just lands on your arm. And it goes,
Hi. Wow, you're super fast. Reminds me of a Pokemon I have.
The bird whisperer, Milo? That was.
I'll give it a little treat. Can I investigate a little further to see if I've seen this particular species before?
Doesn't have a
What is the species?
Some
What is the
details.
genus?
Milo's doing a big year.
Natural 20.
Milo's doing a big year.
Doing a big year, guys.
Let's
Cross
go.
off my list.
Okay. Yeah.
Milo's doing a big year.
You have seen a picture
Oh.
of this bird from a travel guide
Whoa.
from a faraway region that your dad brought home once from a business trip.
Wow.
This is a Talo.
Whoa.
And you're like, sick, bro.
Guys, these are like not at all from our area.
What is it?
It's called a talo.
I feel like everything in this forest has been really rare.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not like the Pokemon that we see anywhere else, but here. It's like,
Yeah.
it's totally isolated. We should, we could be scientists. We could do the research of this area that nobody else maybe knows.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's awful in the world, but we could do that and maybe... Pivoting from that, which is really cool, that's a fun little friend that you made. I was thinking, and have been for kind of a while, you know how Sudowoodo is like really old? Like really, really old.
Ooh.
It's a compliment. You've got experience. You're mature.
He's
Rude.
really wise.
Road.
But I was thinking maybe Wadsworth could... I mean, I know that when I suggest this, it hasn't always gone well.
Invade his brain.
But maybe he could figure out some of the backstory of where Sudowoodo came from, and maybe if Sudowoodo knows about like the war and what happened.
Yeah, I think that might be a... Can ask him about it like around camp tonight.
Seems like a good idea. I mean, it's a friendly mind, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe he's been around long enough to where he'd remember.
Sure.
Or
Fair. Yeah, I think we can open the discussion and ask him before I don't really want to make Wadsworth do anything against anyone's will.
I definitely agreed with that. Yeah. But
I
don't know.
do know that you are very fast. Do you want to race? All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Monty. This is my friend Monty here, and I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a boost here, and you're gonna race down to who wants to be the other marker? Howl, get out there.
Away he goes.
All right, you guys are gonna fly to Howl and then come back. First one to land on my glove wins. You ready? Are you set? Well, then go.
Away he goes. What's Monty's speed?
35.
35? Okay. Yeah, as Monty takes off, the little bird kind of stays under your glove for a second. And just takes off, and you watch as Monty's kind of flying, and he's like, where's that guy? Where'd he go? And he's already to Howl, and Howl's like, what the heck was that? He just flies back, and as Monty is reaching Howl, he's on your glove.
Dying.
You know, I used to think Monty was pretty fast, but after Bullet and this little guy,
I was just gonna say
You're reconsidering?
you should
my
have
speed tiers.
this thing race Bullet. That would be
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
I've got a friend, Little Bird, who I think would be a real challenge for you. I think you should hang out with us for a bit.
It's at this point that a
Is
second
it-
little one lands next to you. Goes,
You're attracting them. They're coming out of
Does the
nowhere.
other one look exactly the same?
yep. Almost
Cool.
identical.
Sweet. Well, let's keep walking.
Okay. Lead the way.
The two of them kind of like nuzzle into each other.
Cool. Yeah. No, these guys are super cool. Really rare. I'll just like have them fly out in their little quick speeds and then give them a little treat when they come back.
Make an insight check as the birds fly out.
8.
Okay. Yeah, there's you just see like a one. There's just one blur. Just,
Dang.
they're fast.
They're so fast.
Do their like whistles bring in any more wildlife, or it's just the?
Yes, more birds.
Ooh. How many birds? How many birds we got?
The whistling seems to be scaring away most of the little bugaboos that have been flying around, like some little gnats and such. The more they whistle, the more these kind of stay away.
Cool.
But yeah, otherwise, no, they don't seem to be causing too much of a disturbance with their little whistles.
Have you guys ever been into town?
They go,
Like with other people? They seem pretty cool with people, though, so maybe they have.
one of them kind of flies over to Sudowoodo's branches and kind of goes,
Oh,
pecks him
no.
and just goes, ooh.
No, get him out of there. Don't let him peck him.
I think
Flies
that's the
back to your
only
boat.
time Sudowoodo has ever been irritated in his entire life.
What is this? No.
Get out of here.
I've only ever seen pictures of these before. I've never seen one in person.
I know. Now 2 have landed on your arms.
I know,
And
it's
are your
awesome.
like
Quite a moment for you.
friends.
I know. It's really cool.
Get more of them to land on your arm.
The two on your arm get delighted. They're like,
Well, this is really cool. I want to try to, like, pet one's belly.
make a bird handling check, aka
Can you-
Pokemon with advantage.
Can you handle this bird?
Probably. Almost certainly.
This bird.
12.
As we know, he needed a 14.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Now with your whistling, they will allow it.
Whistle while
They're
you
like,
work.
oh yeah, okay.
Well, I can tell by your guys' faces that you're not as excited about
I mean, it's
this.
cool.
They're
we
super
gonna
cool
keep
and
going?
they're
They're
quick,
birds.
and I want to see them race bullet and everything. But yeah, that's yeah.
Cool. All right, well, I'm going to keep playing with my bird friends while we walk to town.
Cool.
And I'll
Okay.
kind of, like...
Can
But
Bentley
walk
do
it.
a
I
perception
didn't know we
check
were still
to
walking.
like
I thought we'd stopped.
listen instead of see?
Yeah,
See if he can
you
hear.
absolutely can listen.
14.
Yeah, this is
14.
unbelievable.
14.
We're gonna call this session 14.
Yes.
Session 45, session 14.
Yep.
And play the recap
Okay.
for 14.
You're listening.
Flip them.
You listening for anything in particular, or are you just listening to the sound of the trees?
Basically, just like the sound of the forest, trying to
The
channel
forest.
my like my Fisk teachings, but trying to hear beyond the
Channel.
whistles of the Talos and our like general horde of.
Here beyond the bounds
Pokemon
of our
and
reality.
You hear some rustling. It's me picking up a branch, throwing out Growl, and continuing to play fetch with both Howl and Growl.
Oh.
Yeah, you
While
do.
Milo
You do hear that.
plays
Okay,
with his birds.
DM.
That is now canon. You do hear that. You hear some very strange sounds. It's like it's pretty gross. Pretty unsettling. Sounds like something is stuck in the mud and then repeatedly getting like pulled out of the mud and then stuck back in the
Not
mud.
to interrupt your little bird festival, but do you guys hear that?
I just hear this delight that's happening on my arm.
Yeah, that's all I'm hearing.
All right, and Bentley's gonna walk in the direction of the gross sound that he's hearing.
Wadsworth will kind of pat at you and just go, whack,
Follow him?
quack.
Okay.
Where,
What'd you
are we-
hear, Bentley? And I'll, like, kind of try to catch up behind him.
Okay. Yeah, the two birds are like,
Guess we're going that way.
I can't really describe it. It's like something's walking through mud almost. It sounds gross, but it's definitely not us or the birds, and that's why I'm kind of curious.
Like it's stuck in the mud?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a mushing sound, I guess.
Well, we should go help it. Let's
Okay.
go.
You're
That's
Were you
flying?
flying?
That was me
Dang.
parting through the bushes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
so Mila, you're taking point on this?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
running in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready to have your day made? Because as you break
Uh-huh.
through the branches, you can see what looks like 3 hollowed out like tree stumps, kind of sitting there, and they're full of some sort of strange colored liquids. And you can see what looks to be some kind of paintbrush being stuck in there, just. And you can see a little gray dog-shaped creature
Whoa.
kind of painting something.
Whoa. What was the one we met in forever ago?
Leo?
Yeah. It's like Leo.
It is Leo.
That's awesome.
Maybe it's Leo.
He's out here.
And he has like he's kind of carved out this flat space on a tree, and he seems to be painting something.
I want to wait until he stops, so he's not like mid brushstroke. Hello.
Kind of turns around and goes,
Hi.
he straightens his little cap, and he just goes, He begins he begins painting Mila with two birds on one going. This little Smeargle creature finishes a very strange self-portrait of you.
A self-portrait of me?
Or a portrait of you.
Yes,
Okay.
it is you. You
Oh.
are the Smeargle.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Whoa.
So he finishes his little portrait.
That's
He's got the
awesome.
little birds on your arm.
That's well done. That's really cool.
He just goes, Boof.
Milo, you should take a picture of your portrait.
Absolutely, I should. Can I get a picture of...
He's already posing.
next to the picture? Can I be in the picture with you? Do you care? All right. Now I'll get in there and get around the tree opposite side of him. Can one of you take the picture?
I'll
Yeah.
take it, yeah.
You guys should fight over it.
No.
Do it together.
Frame that sucker up.
Yeah. Get it.
Smeargle.
Okay.
And just hand the
Painting Pokemon.
camera
you.
back.
That's awesome. Do you live out here?
Boof.
It's a really impressive painting. It's good work.
And as he bows, just paint just goes flying everywhere.
We met a Smeargle kind of like you in our travels, and it would also paint people and Pokemon. It was pretty cool.
He's just doing it.
It's sizing you up.
He begins sketching you. And he just begins to draw your portrait, and then he looks over and he sees Sudowoodo and he goes, magnificent. And he finishes yours on one of the nearby trees, and he just goes, and he runs over to Sudowoodo and he's like, this way, come, frame yourself. And he begins painting Sudowoodo with all the little babies in their various
Nice.
positions. Just,
Frick, yeah.
and he paints it up. He just goes, Boof.
Boof indeed. Well done.
Masterpiece.
I'd say that's deserving of a gold star, right, Evie?
She just kind of looks up and is like,
Pretty good.
she's like, yeah, but not because you told me to. And the little
hates
Swift
me.
Star comes out. And the Smeargle's like, oh, lovely. Magnificent!
Inspired again.
Magnificent! I need to paint this magnificent! And he goes back to the painting and he's like, there were stars. It was lovely.
You definitely think we should take our time through here.
Yeah.
This
we're just seeing some really weird and cool stuff.
Yeah. This is insane.
Fantastic.
Really cool.
I want to go over to
Yeah.
those stumps and see like what he's using as paint, like if it's actually paint or if it's like sap or
It
something.
is certainly not paint, but it looks as though he's using some sort of base ink, and then he's getting dyes from somewhere. But it does not appear as though this Smeargle's tail is capable of producing its own paint.
Huh.
So he is having to mix his own.
Interesting.
Smeargle, what do you use for paint? Is it like berry juice? What?
He's already kind of like framing up his next composition. He just vaguely points at the stumps. He's like,
He's just a well of inspiration.
You gonna start painting?
No, I'm saying like for him, like it's no rest for the wicked. Just like that's done. That's cool. Let's start painting.
he begins his next masterpiece. Who would like to make an insight check to see if they can tell what the masterpiece is?
I'll do it.
Do it.
You're due for a 14.
Get
I'll
it,
do it.
Phoebe. Get
Would you
it.
say it was
Phoebe.
insight?
You need a
Insight.
14.
So you need an 11.
6 plus 3. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
You have no idea what this thing is. It's some kind of weird like mishmash of new. It's like some new wave stuff going on. You're like,
Okay.
oh, of course.
You're right.
No. Step up, different angle, 14.
Did
On
you-
the die, 16 total.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, Milo, you kind of see it and you're like, what? And you can see the Smeargle's kind of doing this, so you're like, oh, I get it. I understand. When you kind of tilt your head sideways, you're able to see it is a beautifully framed, if diagonal, painting of a boat. A large metal boat.
Look,
With
angle.
many shipping containers on it.
Oh. It's the
What?
boat.
What do you mean it's the boat?
It's the boat that we were on.
You guys got captured?
The shipping container boat.
I'll, like, tilt my head and try and see it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I see.
Do I see the same boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you turn your head sideways, it's very clear. But from like straight on view, it's like a weird
Lean back.
trapezoid of gray, and there's like a blue slash. It looks like abstract art. And then if you're like,
Is
everything is so clear now.
I can see clearly
is
now.
Wadsworth telling him to do that? How would he know?
Have you seen this boat before?
He goes, boof.
Where?
He just kind of like sprays some paint in the direction of the ocean, kind of in the vague direction that you guys have come in from.
Did they come on shore?
He goes, boof.
What did they do?
He begins another canvas for you, and it's of a large shipping container, being kind of like someone's got some bolt cutters on it, and as they cut it open and he kind of like animates his little piece, and as it opens up, you can see inside dozens of the little sea creatures that you saw. You can see a cage that's got the two little birds that are on your arm. There's a number of other creatures that you're not quite able to tell. He's just got like vague colored shapes.
They set those Pokemon free here?
He goes, woof,
They escaped?
woof.
Dang.
Who set them free?
He goes,
Oh, you are a champion.
How'd you get the crate open? That's amazing.
and he dips his little tail in some paint and he draws some bolt cutters on the floor and he picks them up. Goes, and then he just throws them away.
Don't
He's
even
like,
think
"Back to
about
work."
it, CJ. Don't even think about it. I know what you're thinking. No.
God.
Dang, you're truly a help to all the Pokemon here. Way to go.
Just goes,
So did they crash the boat on the shore and then you stumbled across it, or there was just the crate and you found that?
he will sketch you a rough map of the area.
Uh-huh.
And he draws like a series of small boxes that sort of resemble houses or buildings, if you were a dog who could paint. And then he just
Which
sort of
I am not.
He just
I am
circles it and then shows like the ocean. Make an insight check.
Be good. Be good. 14. Oh, close.
You get a 14.
A 15.
Oh, in by a sneeze. It's Falchester, buddy. That boat landed in Falchester. Homeboy snuck on board. Rescue op.
Oh, snap.
Were you on the boat at one point? Like, as a prisoner?
He goes, boof.
Oh, man.
And he kind of motions to his tail, kind of flicks the excess paint off it, and you can see there's a massive scar on the edge of it.
Jerks.
Sorry to hear that, but
Boof.
Phoebe, have you ever seen anything like that at the hospital? Is that something they could treat?
Is that anything I've seen?
Check for some history from hospital.
11.
Probably not nothing today.
I don't
No,
think so.
boy.
Short answer is no.
I
The
don't-
less musical answer.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's not something you've seen before.
Do you think it's something that they could treat?
Medicine check. Do-do-do-do. Look at his paintbrush. Look at the paintbrush. Musical
15.
session. 15. Yeah. It looks as though they couldn't fix it without putting something back that is not there. So very clearly something was removed, kind of in a similar
Oh.
vein to Nubster's nose.
Oh.
So it seems like, from what your experience is with Smeargles,
So it's
they-
just
they
scarred
have-
over.
Yeah, so they
where
have
it
some sort
was.
of gland that produces paint. His has been removed.
Looks like they took his paint gland.
CJ, you still have the Pokeball, right? With the anchor?
Steel ball.
Yeah, can you show that to Smeargle and maybe he'll recognize the logo and we can figure out if it was the privateers that are doing all of that?
I mean, isn't it though already? Don't we know that?
Yeah.
I mean, from our experience, yes, but we're kind of assuming that would, like, maybe it's Team Rocket that also has boats and shipping container. I don't know.
I'll put my backpack down, get out the ball, and give it to you.
Do you recognize this logo?
He gives you a very dirty look and goes,
It's not us. We kind of attacked some of them. My friends Milo and CJ, they got kidnapped by them. They were taken aboard and they broke themselves out, but we tried to break them out.
Persuade. You tell him the truth, but does he believe you?
Fuck. 6.
He just looks at you and is like, he looks very betrayed. He's like, oh.
No, it wasn't us. They killed one of our friends. So an Abra that we released. My friend Manny, he's over there, the Cubone. He snuck into one of the shipping crates and got his Pokeball out, and then
Do we
we
care
released it
about
from the
this?
Pokeball.
Pokeball? Do we care about it? Does anyone want it for any reason?
Maybe.
No.
I want to get your gland back.
He's like,
Oh God!
Blimey.
Freezing.
blimey.
Jesus
The-
Christ!
The Smeargle will break
I love
contact
it.
with Bentley. Just goes,
Yes,
Yes.
we'll do it.
I mean, I'm just saying that they were some pretty messed up people. And even if you don't come with us, I'm going to get it and I will bring it back to you.
he looks at you. He's like, you are a strange man.
Or, I mean, we'll
Okay.
probably have to take you to a hospital, but.
This is probably just, here you go.
Can I roll another persuasion check to see if he understood the second part of it? I just don't want him to think that I'm a dick.
You cannot. He mistrusts you.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Thank you, DM. Thank you. You may attempt again if you'd like.
15, 14 on the die.
Magic
Only
number.
because.
You need it only because you rolled exactly a 14. He looks at you and he's like, I don't fully trust you, but like, it's like actions are more important than words. So he's like, go do what you're gonna do, but like, don't ever bring that ball back here. All right. And he kind of sketches a picture of you standing in Falchester in front of that big boat. And he's just like, good luck. You can do it. I believe in you.
So does that mean it's at Falchester? He thinks the gland.
It's just where it all took place.
Were all
know,
of
but
the
I'm-
Pokemon that you saved experimented on?
Move. Move.
Hmm.
And then two little birds go.
Can I try to investigate the birds?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Take a
We
look.
should go back to the dudes.
The dudes. 12.
12.
Close.
So close.
Not
man.
this session.
So close. They each appear to have some sort of scarring under one of their wings.
Is it reminiscent of where Monty's was?
Not quite. Monty's was like in the wing,
Yeah.
blending in with some of the feathers and bones and such. These guys are like in the abdomen. It's the abdomen. And does the wings. Like right here. On the little side bit. Under the boat.
Bentley's gonna sit
That's a
down
torso?
and send out Evinrude in front of him,
Mhm.
and just like look at Smeargle and
It's like,
those
how broken he is.
those people on the boat. They did this to my friend.
and kind of looks down and goes. He begins sketching some sort of like stick apparatus with a strap, and he holds it out to Evanrude. Evanrude's kind of like, "Woohoo. Whatever, man," and he fastens it around the abdomen, and it's a splint for his gammy wing made of paint.
Wow. Thank you, Smeargle. I really appreciate that.
He gives you, he's like, respect, but keep that ball away from me. Full respect.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
he kind of pats Evanrude on the head. He gives it a couple like quick flits. He seems quite nearly factory new.
Sweet. Thank you, Smeargle. Really means a lot. He's been hurting lately, but it was a cool thing to do. Thank you.
So does this mean we're still gonna try to go into town? We're not gonna like circle back?
Oh yeah, no, we'll go to town, but if we
Okay.
make it to Falchester again or the port,
Well, tell you what, Smeargle, you could be like a really helpful asset to people who are doing the good, not the bad. Like your ability to draw like your bolt cutters and use them, and you could maybe sneak aboard and release more Pokemon that have been captured if you wanted to.
He gives you a nod, and then he points to another tree that has 3 tally marks in it.
Oh, so you do this frequently then? So you just go to Falchester and release the Pokemon when you can? Do you know anything about the water type Pokemon there? We heard that are they doing the same thing?
He points to the picture of his boat, and he kind of like adds an additional thing of some sort of sludge kind of leaking out of the sides of the boats. And he points at the water.
they like poison the water. I really respect what you're doing for your fellow Pokemon.
He will tip his cap to you, and it's very strange. He has like normal ears, and then he's just bald under the hat. He just goes. It's a little unsettling to see.
I mean, you're a great help. I think if we ever were to run into you again during a mission, I personally would be down to help you.
But he kind of draws this little circle, and he'll paint his little head on there, and then he flips it over, and he just says, "Call me." And he hands you the little coin, and it kind of solidifies in your hand. And it's not like a perfect circle. It's like a sort of lapse. It looks like a penny that got run over by like a train. It's like a flattened coin, but it's solid in your hand. And he just goes, flicks it to you.
Thanks. And what does it actually say on it? Because I'm assuming
Yeah.
just say "call me."
It says,
It does-
"Call me."
Yeah, it
and
doesn't say
Smeargle.
"call me." On one side is his face, and on the other side is yours.
Okay.
Friendship coin. Wall.
And he paints a nearly identical one, and he kind of puts it in one of his little painter's pouches.
Do you think you have any enemies from releasing all these Pokemon?
Do they know of you specifically, or just like a Batman?
He walks over to a little nearby like sort of box stump. He looks in there. He goes, "Here you go." He just holds up a wanted poster.
Oh,
And he
dang!
kind of looks at it, and he sketches it, fixes his mouth, like his mouth shapes off on the picture. He's like,
What does it say to us?
it says wanted, reward $3,000,
Whoa,
dead or alive.
whoa!
Does it say who by it? Just
And for
any
what?
other information like that?
It would be weird for like
Yeah, so
evil
it's-
people to be like, yeah, just kill this Pokemon because
Yeah, he
it's
is
mucking
wanted
with us."
by the governing authority of Falchester. Does not say who specifically, but wanted by the governing authority of Falchester for trespassing, breaking and entering, larceny. Should be considered armed and dangerous. And he kind of
With
looks at it
his
and he just goes,
gland.
You are
He could totally make me.
dang! You are awesome.
He
Just-
kind of rolls up the poster and he hands it to you.
Yeah.
No, you have to have him sign it.
Yeah. Will you sign
That
it?
seems like maybe not a good idea.
That sounds like a great idea. Do it.
Yeah, no, I want him to sign it. Will you sign it?
Yeah, he'll stick one of his paws in the
Get
tape.
caught with a wanted poster, and the person who is wanted signs it.
Yes.
That's not suspicious at all.
I'm not
Perfect.
going to show
You
it to
wouldn't know.
anybody. I'm going to hang in my room.
Perfect.
Does it have a name on it?
No.
Okay. Like of the Smeargle, just a picture
Yeah,
of
it just says like wanted Smeargle.
If they gave him like a thief name.
What's his signature look like?
It's a paw print.
That's just, yeah.
You just stick his paw print.
Yeah.
Well, Smeargle, thank you for all that you do, and be careful, because
He kind of looks around and chuckles. He's like, boof.
I hope to see you again one day.
He's like, respect.
Do these little birds live with you?
He goes, but he kind of gives him a nice little nod. Little birds give him a subsequent nod of like,
We know what you did for us.
We know what you did.
We appreciate you.
they twit him a little song.
There's more going on than just Team Rocket abusing Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
That's
don't feel so bad about Dunlock anymore. Just gonna throw that out there.
You don't feel bad about killing a human being?
In my defense, I didn't, but if they're stealing Pokemon and torturing them, it's kind of messed up.
What's the Smeargle's reaction to hearing about the murder?
He sits on a stump and crosses his legs. He's like, do tell.
it's a moral gray area.
He's super cool. I would love to help him out, but I feel like he's
fine.
He's doing so well on his own.
Yeah.
I
Doing his
really
own
hope
thing.
we run in again.
If anything, we'll probably need his help eventually.
Last random question. Do you mind if I try to paint? Into my awful artistic abilities,
You doing face paint?
the best rendition that I can of a bear with a hat and Ona, like with the goggles. Do you
Okay.
know these Pokemon?
It's like Sokka drawing Team Avatar.
Yeah.
He's like, why do I have horns?
Yeah.
Those are your
no,
hair
it's,
loopies.
it's very basic,
Yeah.
but like
He just looks at it. He's like, but then he kind of dips some of his paint. And he's like, he just draws them on a nearby tree, and there's a couple different like faces on there. So it seems you're not the first to come through here looking for somebody.
okay.
You might be the first people, but
If you see them, either of them, know that they're good company and they can help you in your mission.
and he puts a little check mark next to him. He's like, "All right, cool.
Like memento.
That would be so sick.
So good people.
Ona just with her night vision goggles, and Smeargle like drawing pathways for her, and
Weapons.
Pendleton just doing nature checks and all sorts of stuff to draw out the plan.
Ona being a spy, Smeargle supplying the weapon, Pendleton
Pendleton
enjoying
sitting in
nature,
the corner and eating honey. It'd be great.
categorizing berry bushes.
I think they would make a great team.
So, what time is it now, roughly?
It's you guys have spent like a decent amount of time hanging out with your new Smeargle pal, so it's probably like late afternoon. We're entering your 3s, your 4s, maybe your 417s.
All right.
So, Smeargle, we're probably gonna have to camp out for the night in the forest. Do you know anywhere that is like a safe place to rest? And would you like to hang out with us? Maybe
Join us for dinner.
eat some food.
He will sketch you a small gray box, and he just goes. He sketches another one. He hands it to each of you. He goes. And inside, for each of the four of you is a
nice.
small burrito.
A burrito?
What?
Fuck yes. I'm just gonna eat the shit out of it immediately. You're incredible. You can do anything.
Yeah.
Now CJ's interested. He's leaning against a tree the whole time.
I'm like, this guy's
with a
cool.
burrito.
But
Burrito.
you guys aren't gonna let me get a knife from him, and I had no idea he could make food. So now I'm like very
CJ,
interested.
make an investigation check on your box.
It tastes like paint.
Oh shit.
It's a real tortilla.
Mouth is just all paint.
It's a real tortilla filled with paint.
This is a 12.
Oh no.
12? Yeah, you find a small, almost like pocket knife object in your box as well.
You are.
And he just goes,
You're the coolest. You're the coolest Pokemon.
This is like Harold and the Purple Crayon.
and underneath the knife it just says like, use Grizzly. Terribly spelled.
Perfect. And I'm gonna smash my burrito, and then I'm gonna go walk on the other side of the tree and start playing with my knife.
Is it a genuine burrito that
Instantly.
is edible?
Oh, I ate it.
It is genuine human grade food.
So I
Sweet.
take that as
So
you would
cool.
not like to join us for dinner, but I appreciate all your input in
He's
what
like,
you
road
do.
snacks.
Yeah, thank
Damn
you.
it.
That's awesome.
Coolest.
And
I need a miracle.
just
Dinner time. Burritos.
living
Arjan's
up.
like,
Can't make
so much
burritos.
work. So much work into this, and he just sketches dinner. Just sketched it out.
Going off of what happened yesterday, I will grab a stick and try to knight him and see if he lets me. do
Okay.
it.
He's like, all right, man. Cool.
Good job.
That clearly that meant something to you. So, thank you.
Do you have a name?
He goes,
All right. Well,
It was a pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
for the snack.
Thank you.
Good luck in your endeavors. I hope to see you again someday.
Later.
he kind of waves his tail around. All the paint's just flying everywhere. You can see
Incredible.
all the trees around him are just like splattered with paints.
Amazing.
And we'll walk away. And I think once we're out of earshot, man, that's so messed up. They're like, I wonder what they did to these two birds.
when he first said that, I thought that they like landed on the beach and were following us, and then eventually figured its way out. But yeah, it's awesome that he's doing something to help all the Pokemon. I wish we knew. We maybe could have done a little more, but
God, I wonder what they like. What do you even do with a Smeargle's like paint source? That's just so messed up.
Well, it seems like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's
He
not in
can
the
paint
gland.
anything.
Yeah, and like make it a reality. But I don't know if that's like the gland or because he's doing it
He's-
without the
yeah.
gland. That's what I mean. So
Yeah.
like, what's
They're like, oh, we can do this, and then they're all disappointed and like kick him to the curb. You useless Smeargle, and then he went in to liberate the rest, like a champion.
But he also said he knew of the water type Pokemon, so maybe they're all kind of working together to undermine that whole operation. That's pretty cool. At least
Yeah.
they're fighting back.
They got a
Yeah.
whole system worked out.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Yeah, if we ever find our way back down there, I'm definitely gonna put some assistance towards that initiative.
I'm on board with that as well.
wasn't there a lot of exports from what was the big city?
Alluvia,
Alluvia,
a lot of imports.
A lot of imports.
but shipping containers.
Inheritance shipping
Yes.
was
Yeah. Okay.
So they'd be getting things.
Oh, the red road.
Where's my
Phoebe!
Where's my cup? Get me my cup. Here you go.
That makes perfect sense. Because Ernie was arrested for black market dealing Pokemon,
Yeah.
and they were in the business of black market dealing Pokemon. They didn't want Ernie doing it.
Yeah, and it's the regular
genius.
thing that like tipped me off because it's like, okay, what if these were just some weirdos one time smuggled like something for somebody? But the fact that he's sitting out here all the time, regularly doing it, like it's a, like you guys are saying, it's a whole operation. This is like a systemic thing.
You're so smart.
But isn't that
Phoebe's nose
I
to
don't know what
That's-
half of those words mean.
For
no?
real.
That's scary.
I'm
That's
still
like
very confused.
I get it.
Can you say it like we're in 4th grade?
Can you say it like
No.
I'm 5 years old?
First grade
No,
instructions,
because you
please.
understand me. You're smarter than what you think, children.
My intelligence is 8.
Man, Alluvia could be involved. Who
Yeah.
knows where else?
Mayor Deacon.
Man, this region's fucked up.
That's
Welcome to the real world.
We have a lot more Pokemon we need to save. That's all I'm
Messed
gonna
up.
say.
Yeah,
I
for
wish
sure.
I'd started with Electabuzz or whatever that was, but who knows now?
Bells, bro. Don't worry about it.
It was that regret that set us on our path.
Seriously though.
It's kind of cool. That's probably why there's. I mean, it explains all these random wild Pokemon we've never seen before.
Yeah, but where are they getting them from another region and then smuggling them into Alluvia or similar? We
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But I wonder what, like, they're all experimented on. Like, these, I was thinking maybe they're trying to bring them in to sell them because they're rare, but I feel like the wounds and scars are going to devalue them. So I wonder what they're trying to, like, get out of them.
devalue them.
But, yeah, like, if you wanted a really rare Pokemon, you wouldn't want to get one that's,
Yeah.
like,
Well, it seems like they're.
handicapped.
It seems like they're taking stuff from the Pokemon. They don't care.
Yeah, but that's what makes me think they're not, like, selling them to
What if they're
people.
adding
parts?
stuff to the Pokemon?
Yeah.
Right.
Or that.
Both.
Well, with Smeargle, they didn't.
But maybe because he escaped before they could.
Yeah.
Well,
In any case, that was super cool. Maybe just continue forward and find a safe place to camp.
yeah.
I'm excited to eat my burrito.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Maybe you should have saved it instead of
Yeah, I'm
bulking
pretty,
it down.
I'm pretty
but
poor, so I'm
Maybe
probably
you'll
gonna ration
forget
it a
about
little
yours,
bit.
and I'll just eat yours.
If you eat my burrito, CJ, we are no longer friends.
I feel like you don't like me anyway, so. Wild.
You guys are really cool and really fast. Do you guys want to keep traveling with us? I'm taking the fact that they're not leaving me
As a yes.
As a yes.
Yeah. Seems
Um,
likely.
I mean, you did feed them, so you gave them incentive to hang around.
Brownie points.
I also really don't want to split them up if someone wants to watch over the other one. Otherwise, I have no problem getting both.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep them together, I feel like you should just keep them both. But I'll look after one too.
Well, I meant like for catching purposes,
Oh,
similar to Howl and Growl.
I
but
see.
I have no problem.
I already did that with you. I feel like our bond is through
You
dogs.
can't
not
have a double
birds.
bond.
So I'm gonna remove myself from the running of this race.
Sure.
Here, let
I
me see
really
if
don't
it-
want to split them up.
I'm gonna hold.
They kind of like nudge further up your arm.
I don't think they like me.
It's okay. She's nice.
They just kind of nuzzle together,
Okay.
like we're bodies.
I'm getting kind of, arms getting kind of tired. You guys want to like sit on my head?
Get off my arm!
They hop on your head.
Okay. Do you guys have a bunch of friends here in the forest?
He just goes.
Ow.
You got like 2 little peck marks on your forehead.
Do you want to introduce us to him? I don't know if they understood. I'll just keep walking.
Yeah, well, I said we keep going.
They're cool though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep walking and try and find a place that we could camp that isn't maybe as.
Walk, walk.
We still
walk.
got like a little bit of time, right? We probably
Forested.
want to wait
It's
till
4:17 p.m.
But if we find like a good spot, I wouldn't be like, no, let's continue forward. Just
Who
keeping an eye out.
would like to naturalize between Phoebe or CJ? Who would like to find a place?
I
Place
think
to rest.
Wild Boy would be the
Wow,
pro.
boy.
Wild boy.
All right, Wild Boy. You've been nominated to find the place to camp for the night.
Can I use my survival skills to find optimal?
That is
Camping
exactly
site?
why you were in the running for Find a Place to Live for the evening.
Yep. That's
14?
Nope, that's a 23.
Ooh!
Yes, CJ, you are able to find just the most wonderful clearing that might be wide enough for all 4 of your tents.
Seems like a good spot, guys.
Oh.
But there is one minor problem with it. There's kind of a funky looking tree in the middle.
Oh,
very
no.
tall.
Another funky tree.
Except this thing.
Much to Pontiki's delight, there appear to be bananas in this tree.
Oh.
I don't think those are bananas.
What do you think it is?
Huh?
What
It's
are
a tree.
you saying?
It's a tree. It looks like there's bananas.
Sudowoodo, do you know what kind of tree that is?
I'll stop
Pontiki's
building my
like-
tent.
Pontiki, you already had bananas. Yeah.
Sweet banana tree. Let's camp around it.
She starts trying to like
Alright,
climb down
alright.
Sudowoodo, and he's like,
Milo, maybe you could send up Monty or one of your new bird
gonna
friends to
follow her.
knock the bananas out for Pontiki. She seems to
she
like.
starts walking over. She's like, up.
Actually, I
Is
have
it
an
a-
idea. Manny, I know you like Pontiki,
He's
maybe.
like-
I know, it's okay and playing it cool. You can. She likes bananas. If you throw your bone and knock them down.
It's already gone.
It's just through it.
It's already gone.
Okay. What do I need to do anything for that?
Roll an attack.
Throw your bone, bro.
Throw your bone at those
Throw your
bananas.
bone, bro. Yak. 8.
8. Yeah, the bone goes about halfway up the tree and just goes thunk, and just hits into the trunk and falls down.
Try it again, Manny. You can do it.
And as he kind of waddles over to get the bone, he kind of looks over at Pontiki, and she's like, oh. He's like, he's gonna get this. Yeah!
Do it, Manny! Come on! Yo! It's gone forever.
I can't read that from here. Looks like a 14 though.
Oh. Is it?
Could it
though?
truly be?
It
It's
is.
the 14.
16
Oh.
total.
Oh, beautiful.
14. He's done
Yeah.
it, Manny.
As
Yes.
the little bone goes, and it misses, and he's like, man. And it cuts down a little bunch of the bananas, and Manny's just like,
Oh,
ma'am, your bananas.
Milady.
And Pontiki's just like, oh my god, bananas.
So impressed.
I'll kneel down and give Manny a little fist bump.
He's like, heck yeah, Dad, let's go.
My man!
As
My little boy!
as Manny begins peeling one of the bananas for Pontiki, so at this point you notice that the large tree kind of begins to bend down towards all of you,
boy.
and you just see it just.
Sorry, we thought you were a tree.
See you next week, everybody.
Ah.
With the banana tree rising high into the sky, Pontiki may have bitten off more than the tots can chew. If you had a good time hanging out with us, feel free to drop us a like on the video. If you'd like to see more of our stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not already a part of the Patreon, check out the links in this video's description. You can join the discussion in our Discord server, or check out the After Action reports still rolling. There's also a link if you'd like to rock some Boarding Party merch. And let us know in the comments where you think all these Hoenn Pokemon are coming from. Thanks for watching Boarding Party. We'll catch you next week.